Nothing in this scene is funny. Nothing in this scene makes sense. I don't trust my wife, okay?
That he made the posters for the allegedly fake paparazzi shoot with Ryan Reynolds.
For more than 30 years, Ryan Reynolds has meticulously constructed Hollywood's ultimate nice guy image. From his early days as a teenage soap opera heartthrob to becoming the effortlessly charming face of mega-hit franchises like Deadpool, Reynolds has built a career on an almost eerily perfect public persona. He's the guy everyone seems to adore. Funny, self-deprecating, and disarmingly generous. A man who casually drops $1 million for Ukrainian refugees and turns a struggling football club into a heartwarming fairy tale, earning him the title of a real-life Ted Lasso. But here's the question. Is this just who he is, or is Reynolds playing the most convincing role of his life? Hollywood's nice guy isn't just acting the part. He's become its walking, talking, PR-perfect embodiment. But is anyone really this flawless?
I just can't imagine what it feels like to be told that you got to leave your home, let alone with 15 minutes notice. You know, we were just feeling a tremendous amount of empathy for the displaced families in Ukraine.
But after decades of carefully curating his spotless image, Ryan Reynolds' untouchable reputation is unraveling at an astonishing pace, thanks to none other than his own wife, Blake Lively. Yes, Blake Lively, the former Gossip Girl queen of high-stakes drama, has somehow pulled her husband into what's shaping up to be one of Hollywood's ugliest and most cutthroat legal battles. And just like that, Reynolds isn't the beloved wisecracking everyman anymore. Instead, he's being painted as the mastermind behind a calculated scheme to obliterate Justin Baldoni's career, allegedly conspiring with Blake to push him out of his own film, hijack his project, and flood the media with hit pieces designed to bury his name. Sounds insane, right? That's exactly how we felt when whispers of Reynolds' involvement first surfaced. But here's the thing. This story goes much, much deeper. In just a matter of months, Reynolds has gone from Hollywood's golden boy to a suspected puppet master, with Baldoni accusing him of orchestrating a full-blown takedown. The claims: secret meetings inside Reynolds' lavish Manhattan mansion, where beneath that trademark cheeky grin, he allegedly delivered veiled threats that weren't so funny anymore.
Lively, it was Ryan Reynolds, this was their strategy, and now they kind of want to put the genie back in the bottle. But guess what? The genie does not want to go back in the bottle.
It's just so thrilling in our house right now. We help each other, we work together so much. The iconic rooftop scene in this movie, my husband actually wrote it. Nobody knows that but you.
As the scandal grew, Ryan Reynolds tried to salvage his reputation with a staged paparazzi stunt. He was caught signing autographs for a crowd holding identical handmade signs. The signs were made with the same materials, blue tape, markers, and cardboard, and no one in the crowd was recording the moment, making it painfully obvious the event was staged.
Now, all the homemade posters looked incredibly similar, having made out of the same cardboard, colorful tape, the blue tape. Why does everyone have the same sign, the exact same pens? Everybody's sign looks like it was made by the same 5-year-old. You're telling me that these people randomly went out, bumped into Ryan Reynolds, and all happened to have the exact same random sign?
A TikTok user named Bennett even claimed he was asked to make 25 identical posters for the event. The stunt backfired spectacularly, with fans and PR experts calling it a desperate attempt to control the narrative.
This is the guy who made all these posters. He realized that he made the posters for the allegedly fake paparazzi shoot with Ryan Reynolds.
For the Ryan Reynolds fake paparazzi shoot, and let me explain. About a week ago, my boss asked me to help on his kids' arts and craft project. Me, being a good employee, I was like, of course I'll help your kids. And then he handed me a bunch of blue tape and the same exact marker and the same size cardboard and the same photo and said, hey, I need you to make 25 of the same poster boards. And me wanting to go above and beyond, I was like, well, wouldn't your kids like variety for this project? Like, wouldn't they want a couple different options? He said, no, let's do the same because my kids are idiots and no one will be able to tell the difference. I thought that was weird, but he's my boss. So fast forward to now, I'm seeing all these videos like, it wasn't for his kids' arts and crafts project. Now we're out of...
The New York Times ignited even more controversy when, in December 2024, it published an article and accompanying video that appeared to support Blake Lively's allegations against Justin Baldoni. The report presented Lively's claims as if they were undeniable facts rather than unproven accusations, a move that immediately sparked outrage from Baldoni's camp. His attorney, Brian Friedman, came out swinging, accusing the Times of violating fair report privilege by blurring the line between journalism and advocacy. Friedman argued that the Times deliberately rushed the piece out during the holiday season, a time when responses from Baldoni's team would be significantly delayed, giving him little opportunity to counter the claims before they spread like wildfire. The timing, he suggested, wasn't just careless, it was calculated. The fallout from the publication's involvement has now become a pivotal element in Baldoni's staggering $400 million lawsuit against Lively, Reynolds, and the New York Times itself, raising serious questions about media ethics, bias, and the power of Hollywood's elite to control the narrative. With this lawsuit looming, many are wondering whether the Times played a willing accomplice in a character assassination or simply fell victim to the high-stakes Hollywood drama. Either way, its role in this scandal is now under intense scrutiny. And, as more layers unravel, it's becoming increasingly difficult to separate fact from fiction in what's quickly becoming one of the most shocking entertainment industry clashes in recent memory. Justin Baldoni has faced significant personal and professional losses due to the lawsuit. He's lost jobs, millions of dollars, and even his reputation. But he's not backing down. Baldoni has continued to fight back, releasing evidence to counter Lively's claims and clear his name. Fans and legal experts have praised Baldoni for standing his ground against Hollywood's golden couple. His fight has become a symbol of resistance against the industry's power dynamics and PR manipulation.
Justin Baldoni's out there is telling the truth. I can't imagine this guy's doing well financially right now. He's lost so many gigs. There's no disputing that. Emotionally, it must be drained based on these allegations, and everything that we're learning wasn't true that's been said about him.
Blake Lively's conduct during the It Ends With Us press tour has drawn heavy criticism, with many accusing her of being completely tone-deaf. Rather than addressing the film's deeply serious themes, particularly domestic violence, Lively seemed more interested in discussing her own appearance, at one point fixating on her hairline during interviews. This blatant disregard for the movie's core message left fans frustrated, with some accusing her of using the film's promotional campaign as little more than a vanity project to keep herself in the spotlight rather than raising awareness about the serious issues the film was meant to highlight. But the criticism doesn't stop there. Lively's push for greater creative control over her projects has backfired spectacularly. As insiders revealed, she leaned heavily on Ryan Reynolds to rewrite key scenes instead of contributing her own meaningful input. What was supposed to be her moment to shine as a serious, creative force in Hollywood has now led to widespread skepticism about her credibility, talent, and actual ambition. Is she truly carving her own path in the industry, or is she simply coasting on Reynolds' influence? The backlash has only intensified as fans dissect her awkward, out-of-touch responses during press interactions. One particularly cringeworthy moment saw her deflecting a serious question about the film's themes with an ill-timed joke about sharing her location, a response that many felt was not only tone-deaf, but emblematic of the disconnect between Hollywood elites and real-world struggles. For a film centered on domestic violence, Lively's dismissive attitude and misplaced humor have only fueled the perception that she was never the right person to lead this project in the first place.
So if someone understands the themes of this movie, comes across you in public, and they want to really talk to you, what's the best way for them to be able to talk to you about this? How would you recommend they go about it?
Like asking for like my address or my phone number or like my location share. Or I could just location share you and then we could...
That wasn't the question. This is a movie about DV. Like so out of touch, like this cringe sense of humor. It's giving like super rich, out of touch people who are trying to be like super relatable, but they're not.
This legal battle has exposed the darker side of Hollywood, where power dynamics and PR strategies often overshadow truth and justice. Reynolds and Lively's once wholesome image has been shattered, with fans questioning their authenticity and integrity. The scandal has also highlighted the challenges faced by filmmakers like Baldoni, who struggle to maintain creative control in an industry dominated by powerful celebrities. It's a cautionary tale about the cost of ambition and the lengths some will go to protect their image.
He infests himself into every area of your life. And he did this, Justin Baldoni. He's like, who are your friends? Okay. Who owns the production company? Who owns the next movie script? I am going to infest myself everywhere. I'm going to be doing your movie premiere. I'm going to be doing promos and making.
But he wrote it. He works on everything I do. I work on everything he does. So his wins, his celebrations are mine and mine are his. I mean, he's all over this.
Fans have zeroed in on a particular scene in Deadpool that many believe takes a direct jab at Justin Baldoni. In the scene, Deadpool makes an offhand joke about a dog pool that's 90% G-spot, a bizarre line that, at first glance, might seem like typical Deadpool humor. However, speculation is running wild that this is actually a veiled reference to Baldoni, playing on past rumors about his reputation and personal life. This has only added more fuel to the theory that Reynolds has been using his own blockbuster platform to humiliate Baldoni in front of a global audience. If true, it wouldn't just be petty, it would be a calculated move to undermine Baldoni's credibility while disguising it as an innocent joke.
And I guess you've already met Mary Poppins, aka Dogpool. Careful where you put your hand, she's 90% G-spot and she'll let you know it. You let this little flirt out of your sight for 1 second and she starts shopping for a new papa. If you can't be a responsible pet owner, then maybe you don't deserve this little unicorn. Guilty on all charges, Your Honor.
The scene has now become symbolic of the deeper, more insidious nature of this feud, with fans debating whether Reynolds' famous wit is actually a mask for something much darker. A willingness to use his Hollywood influence to tear down rivals in the most public way possible.
Going, nothing in this scene is funny. Nothing in this scene makes sense. Why is he alleging that his wife is trying to place him in a skit?
Justin Baldoni has paid a staggering price for daring to stand up against Hollywood's golden couple, Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively. His career has taken a brutal hit, with lost job opportunities, financial devastation amounting to millions, and an onslaught of character attacks that have left his once sterling reputation in shambles. But despite the relentless setbacks, Baldoni refuses to back down. His fight isn't just about salvaging his name. It's about exposing the truth behind the carefully curated images of those who seem untouchable. As the controversy deepens, fans have begun rallying behind Baldoni, hailing him as a rare voice of defiance against the suffocating grip of Hollywood's power structures and PR machinery. His struggle has evolved into something far bigger than just a personal feud. It has become a symbol of resistance against an industry that thrives on manipulation, controlled narratives, and the ruthless destruction of those who dare to challenge its most protected figures.
We are learning from Justin. His clients are devastated financially, emotionally. And so, yeah, I'm not surprised at all. Friedman said at one point not to sound like a 4-year-old fighting a 4-year-old with they started it, but in these kinds of cases, once someone says something, it becomes fact. There's no way to fight.
The legal battle between Baldoni and the Hollywood power couple is far from over. Both sides have refused mediation, indicating that the feud is likely to drag on for months, if not years. The outcome of the lawsuit could have lasting implications for all parties involved, as well as for Hollywood's culture of power and influence. Will Baldoni's fight for justice prevail? Or will Reynolds and Lively's PR machine win the day?
We're good. Everything's fine. And look, this is obviously done on purpose to elicit, we're not bothered. We're living our life. Don't bother us. And honestly, it's a good move on his part to do. You can be mad at him all you want, but you got, to pretend to still be the brand without any damage, you got to act like.
So, what's next for Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds, and Justin Baldoni? The legal battle is far from over, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Will Baldoni's fight for justice prevail, or will Reynolds and Lively's PR machine win the day? One thing's for sure, this scandal has changed the way we see Hollywood's golden couple. What do you think? Is Blake the victim, or is she the one calling the shots? Is Justin the villain, or is he being unfairly targeted? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more deep dives into Hollywood's biggest scandals. Thanks for watching, and remember, when it comes to Blake versus Justin, the court of public opinion is always in session.